I've just come back from the local pub and I can't help but say I'm disappointed, to be honest, because Arsenal and Tottenham finished 2-2. Now, if you watch the game, then you know it was not a fair reflection of the result. Arsenal dominated Tottenham in the second half, which is when it matters. Although we went 2-0 down, we were dominating all over Tottenham in the first half as well. They played us on the counter-attack, a bit like Arsenal versus Liverpool last game. Liverpool were on the full press and we were on the counter-attack. Arsenal this game were on the full press and Tottenham were on the counter-attack. And Tottenham scored their first counter-attack very early. It was a bit of a bad save by Leno, but he pushed it aside instead of catching it, and yeah, we went 1-0 down, and then Xhaka goes in on Heung-min Son and he gives a penalty away, which was after Heung-min Son played the ball, which was absolutely stupid. And luckily Lacazette gets a goal back before half time, which is so thankful. Like, I was going crazy when that goal went in. But yeah, second half, dominating. There was one stat I want to look at where for a good 10 minutes Arsenal had so much possession in Tottenham's half, and then Tottenham had 1% possession in our half. Like, that is absolutely, for 10 minutes, 1%. So the first player I want to talk about in the Arsenal team is Leno. Leno was outstanding today. Like, I know the first goal he should have caught. Everyone is going to say he should have caught it. He should have caught it. But apart from that, if we didn't have Leno, if we had a mediocre goalkeeper, the game would have finished 5-2, because Tottenham had very good chances in the first half that would have gone in. They were like top corner chances. Son had a chance that went straight in the top corner. There was many other chances that players cut in and got it right in the corner, and Leno saved them all, you know. There was chances when Tottenham were through and Leno was doing a Neuer and being like at the halfway line clearing it. And yeah, to me, Leno put in an 8 out of 10 performance, to be honest. Now, moving on, Xhaka was dreadful today, where he fouled Heung-min Son and gave them the penalty. It was just ridiculous, you know. Like, why would you go in two-footed crunching tackle when a player's in the box like that? He passed the ball before he even did the tackle. Like, Xhaka, what are you doing? The game would have finished 2-1 if you weren't on the pitch. I had Ceballos in my fantasy football team, and I was a bit gutted when Ceballos didn't start the game, and the fact we were playing Xhaka in the centre attacking mid position was, do you know, I was prosperous we were playing him, because for years I've said Xhaka is more of an attacking midfielder than a defensive, even though we were playing him there, and I was wrong. Do you know what? I was wrong. Xhaka is just a terrible midfielder. He's a terrible footballer, and he gets dispossessed. The only thing he can do is long shots. And I don't think he can cut it in the top half of the Premier League. I think he is better off at a team like Everton, like at Crystal Palace, a mid-table team, you know. Maybe one day he might be good, but at the minute he's just not experienced enough and he loses the ball way too much in midfield. But yeah, moving on, I want to look at a positive note of the game, because there was a positive note of the game, for me especially. Before the game, if any of you guys play FPL, Fantasy Premier League, you know that there's a certain chip called Triple Captain. Now, when you play fantasy football, once a year you get a chance to use a chip. Now, this chip means that instead of just a captain, which gives you double points, you get to use a triple captain, which means you get triple points. And I used my triple captain this week on Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, and he scored a goal! Close. Triple captain! Whee! Whee! I don't give a. It's not offside. That's not offside. It's onside. Don't say it's onside. It's onside. That is my triple captain. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. That is 2-2. 20 minutes left. What an amazing goal it was. Guendouzi flicked it through to him and he taps it in the bottom corner. Amazing goal. And yes, I got a lot of points for it, which is a positive of the game. But yeah, moving back to the actual game, it was disappointing. So the second player I want to look at is Pepe. Now, Pepe is still yet to find his shooting boots, and I am getting so fed up with him, you know what I mean? Like, we paid over £70 million for this footballer. He is so skillful, he gets into positions to score the goals. He's a bit of an African Neymar in the way he always looks to nutmeg a player, he always looks to take them on, and he does get in these positions to score goals, but he just doesn't, you know? Like, there was a good 3 or 4 chances this game that if Aubameyang had it in that position, he would have scored the goal, but he didn't. Like, Pepe, every time he gets near the goal, he either hits it straight at the goalkeeper, he misses the goal, or he just rolls it along the floor. And yeah, I would have given Pepe a 5 out of 10 performance today because it just wasn't good enough. Now, the third person I want to look at isn't a player, it is Unai Emery, because there are many times that I could have criticised Emery, but I've chosen not to, be it on Twitter or to my friends and family, when they've highlighted Emery as a weakness, and I've said, do you know what, I thought Emery played very good tactics, I thought his team was fine, and we were just unlucky, the players let him down. But this is the first time, and I know it's the first time I'm talking about Arsenal on my YouTube channel, but this is the first time that Emery, I feel, let the team down, because playing Xhaka instead of Ceballos was one of the most stupid decisions you could possibly do. Now, Xhaka has never played in a centre attacking mid position, and that is Ceballos' main position. And not only this, but we also had Ozil on the bench, which is also a centre attacking midfielder. So we had 2 players, both from Real Madrid, may I say, that were way better qualified to play in that position than Xhaka. But no, we still decided to choose Xhaka in the centre attacking mid position, Emery. And I just want to point out that Xhaka wasn't even playing centre attacking mid all game. It was literally like we had 3 centre defensive mids. We had Torreira, we had Guendouzi, and we had Xhaka all playing centre defensive mid. And because of this, our defence was an absolute shambles, and Xhaka gave away a penalty because of that, because Xhaka didn't know where he was meant to be. He's used to playing back. When Tottenham were on the counter-attack, Xhaka was running back like, what am I meant to be doing? And it led to them scoring a goal, and it also led to us having less creativity up front, which I am not happy with. But yeah, guys, that's all I want to say, really. If you guys want me to do more match reactions to Arsenal games, then put it in the comments. I live in Portsmouth, so if you support Portsmouth and you want me to do match reactions to Portsmouth games, which I can watch, then yeah, put it in the comments and I will do that. Guys, I'll see you soon.